7 calls in 6 days on LinkedIn for a leadership coach. In this video, I'm going to explain to you how I managed to do that for my client and some tips on how you can do this yourself. I don't really like showing social proof and stuff, but I guess I have to so people can actually take these videos seriously. So here's just some social proof here, like literally these 7 calls. Hi, happy to talk. I've just hit the person's number. I'd like to learn more. Let's chat. We can discuss tomorrow. Thanks for reaching out. We can have a quick call. Hi, thanks for reaching out. I'd like to learn more. Thanks for reaching out. I'd like to learn more, but certainly not today. Can we connect sometime? 22nd November 2023. So there's no bullshit here. There's another one here. I have a problem with my public speaking. This guy's actually come and said, please help me. I have a problem. So yeah, this is the proof. And the dates, 24th of 2023. And I'm going to show you how I've been able to do this because, I don't know, there's loads of videos on YouTube and stuff like that, but the process is just simple. I don't know, people were just trying to overcomplicate everything. I always like to simplify things so people can actually take this information and go and, implement it straight away. And most of these videos I create on my YouTube channel, I really just want to try and make everything simple because, simple. When something's done simple, you can actually scale it. If it's like too complicated, then it just becomes a mess and you won't be able to scale long term. So my big focus on these videos on my YouTube channel is to just help you, figure out a way to do something. Which requires, a little effort, but it's simple and the process is just easy for you to go and replicate. So let's dive straight into it. Like I said, this is pretty simple. How did we manage to do this? So how do we manage to get from 0 calls to 7 calls in 6 days? And it's just an 8-step process. And I'm going to break down the most important. So from going from the most important thing you should do to the least important, in my opinion. Like I said, this is only the process I used and what's worked for me. So whether you want to take the information and use it, great. If not, then I'm sorry, there's something I can do about it. So step 1 was product market fit. So we actually had to be crystal clear with, do you actually have a product or service that people actually want? And so when I actually jumped on board and called my client, I said, okay, what is your product? How many people are you working with? How many people have you worked with? Have you got testimonials? Is this what people want? Because, ladies and gentlemen, you can't build a business off guessing. You actually need to go out and figure out what people want. And then step 2 was ideal avatar. For those who don't know, avatar just means, ideal client, ideal prospect. Do you know your ideal prospect more than they know themselves? That's step 2. How you need to go deep down into knowing your prospect. The more you know about them, especially if you're starting out a new business, I would definitely advise before you even actually start pitching people, just go and speak to as many of your ideal clients as possible and get insights and insights and insights. Just get so much information from them, just ask them, literally jump on a call with them if they can. They got 10-15 minutes and just say, what all the problems you have, why are you having these problems, and then just build an offer around fixing all these problems. And you'll realize when you speak to so many people, they'll near enough have all the the same sort of problems, and just work hard. It might take you 2, 3, 4, 6 months and just build a product fixing problems and then sell it, and then you'll make a lot of money. It's literally that simple. And then social media channel, really important. For instance, my ideal clients are on LinkedIn. Your ideal clients might be on Facebook, might be on TikTok, might be on my email. So this is when you actually you need to know where the majority of your clients hanging out. As I said, is it Facebook? Is it LinkedIn? You need to understand that. So step 4, language of your niche, really important. Really important. So does your niche have their own their language? If so, what are some of the words, the phrases, and statements they use? I realized this the hard way. Once I actually started speaking the same language as my client. So, for instance, if you're a lead generation agency and you get leads for clients, maybe your ideal client, they say leads. Another, for instance, target market might say clients or might say booked appointment. So you actually need to understand the language of your niche. And then messaging. So what could you say to your ideal avatar to make them actually reply to a cold message? Like I said, most of my service delivery is done through cold messaging. I know people say run ads and stuff, but a lot of my clients do not have the money to afford ads. So I figured out a product that I can sell to my ideal clients that they actually don't need to be spending money on ads. They were still able to generate leads. And you can see how I know there's a lot of arrows going on here, but you can see how this all relates. So in order for you to know your ideal avatar, in order for you to know what to message your ideal client, you need to know the language of your niche, because if you don't know the language of your niche, you can't message them, you can't get a response. But in order for you to message them again, you need to know your ideal avatar so you can actually get a response. So it actually all like connects. So that's why you can't just do one thing and magically have all these clients and wanting to work with you. You need to get your ideal product market fit right. You need to get your ideal avatar right. You need to know where they are. You need to know the language. You need to know how they speak. And then step 6, in my opinion, just give. Offer to fix their problems for free. Offer to fix their problem for free faster than anyone else in the market for free. Just show them how to do it, but obviously for them to actually implement it, that's when you can be like, okay, for me to actually do this for you, it charges X amount, but you can do X, Y, and Z, and you'll get to your desired outcome. That's literally what you need to do. I mean, I do this all the time, and it works so well. I say to my ideal prospects, I know how to get you clients, do X, Y, and Z. Some of them go and do it, and they come back to me and be like, okay, Josh, like, how do I take this to another level? Some of them appreciate the fact that I've shown them, but they just want my help and be like, okay, Josh, just help me do this, and I'll just pay you. So that is really important. 7, content. And people say content is important. I'm going to give you my opinion. I feel like it's important, but people just, I'd rather post 2 to 3 times a week with real quality than 6 or 7 with not really any quality, just as I said, quality over quantity, which is really important. As I literally just stated here, if you're going to post 2 to 3 times a week, just make sure it's really good. You don't need to post every day. I mean, you just don't, in my opinion. And then last but not least, the least important in my opinion, websites. Don't worry about websites. Just have a social media page following. Don't waste time and create websites until you have 5 clients that stayed with you for at least 3 months and you have testimonials, and then you can create a little website. Obviously, it's different if you're taking people onto a landing page, but majority of my clients, they're just on LinkedIn. If you have a good LinkedIn page with some testimonials and you explain what you do and who you help, I mean, you don't really need a website, to be honest with you. So yeah, this is the process. It's just, if you just take something from this video, it's just about being really clear with who you want to work with and having a product market fit. So actually having a service that is valuable to an audience. And once you've done that, then you can actually start figuring out all the other stuff. But yeah, like I said, this was the process that was able to generate me all these messages for my leadership coach client on LinkedIn, and you can sort of implement the same thing for Instagram, TikTok. I don't know, the TikTok have messaging, I don't know, or Facebook, email, same sort of thing. I mean, and you get messages like this. I'd like to learn more. We can discuss tomorrow. And yeah, process is pretty simple, guys. And that's pretty much the whole video. If you found this valuable, like, subscribe, and hope to see you in the next video. Take care.